Till now we have seen the construction and working of motor. Okay, we have seen the working of motor. Now let us see how the power of the motor can be enhanced. Okay, so the power of the motor can be enhanced by using a soft iron core, okay, on which the coil is wound. Okay, we can use a soft iron core on which the rectangular coil is wound. Okay, and the soft iron core along with the coil is called armature. The soft iron core along with the coil is called armature. Okay, and this enhances the power of the motor. Okay, this will enhance the power of the motor. Now we will see the commercial motors which are in use. They use an electromagnet in place of permanent magnet. Okay, so the main advantage of this is a permanent magnet, as the time goes by, it will lose its magnetism. Whereas an electromagnet, it doesn't happen so. It depends on the current. So commercial motors use electromagnets in place of commercial magnets. Then second is large number of turns in the current carrying coil. The number of turns in the rectangular coil will be more. Okay, this will increase the force acting on the rectangular coil. Thereby it will also increase the power of the motor. And third is, as I told you, soft iron core on which the coil is wound. Okay, a soft iron core is used on which the coil is wound. And this soft iron core plus the coils is called an armature. And this enhances the power of the motor. What all enhances the power of the motor? First is using electromagnet in place of a permanent magnet. And second is using large number of turns in the rectangular coil. And third is the rectangular coil should be wound on a soft iron core. Okay, these three will enhance or increase the power of the motor. Okay, and the soft iron core plus the coils is called an armature. Okay, the soft iron core plus the coils is called an armature. Now we will see what is the role of the split ring in an electric motor. This is in-text question. In-text question on page number 234. First and second questions, I have already explained them to you. No need of solving it again. But the third question is, what is the role of the split ring in an electric motor? Okay, the split ring helps to reverse the direction of current every half rotation in the rectangular coil. So what does the split ring do? It helps to reverse the direction of current in the rectangular coil every half rotation. Okay, such a device is called a commutator. Okay, a device which helps to reverse the direction of current every half rotation. This is called a commutator. Okay, commutator helps to reverse the direction of current in the rectangular coil every half rotation. So this is about the commutator. Okay, so in a DC motor, commutator is used. Now let us see the next phenomenon, that is electromagnetic induction. Now we will see what is electromagnetic induction. So electromagnetic induction is when the magnetic field linked with the conductor changes. A current is induced in the conductor. This phenomenon, or this is called electromagnetic induction. So what is electromagnetic induction? When current linked with the conductor changes, when magnetic field linked with the conductor changes, then what will happen? electric current is induced in the conductor. Induced means it comes in it, which was not there. Now let us take one rectangular, what you can say, hollow cardboard. We will wound, on this we will wind an insulated copper wire with many turns, and to this the ends of the coil are connected to galvanometer. Say once again, let us take one rectangular hollow cardboard, let us take one cylindrical hollow cardboard. On this cylindrical cardboard we will wind an insulated copper wire with many turns, and the ends of the wire will connect to a galvanometer. And what is a galvanometer? A galvanometer is an instrument which indicates the presence of current. This you have seen earlier in the first chapter, that is electricity. Now what we will do is we will take one bar magnet, and this bar magnet will thrust it into, or will move it towards the coil or towards the conductor. The bar magnet is moved towards the conductor. When it is moved, okay, the magnetic field linking this coil or conductor will change. And when the magnetic field linked with this conductor changes, this galvanometer indicates the presence of current. Okay, it indicates the presence of current. Now what you can do is, you can move the bar magnet away from the coil, like this. When you move the bar magnet away from the coil, then also the galvanometer shows the presence of current. But now it will be in the reverse direction. Okay, so this is actually electromagnetic induction. So what is electromagnetic induction? When magnetic field linked with the conductor changes, an electric current is induced in the conductor. Okay, and this phenomenon is called electromagnetic induction. What is this phenomenon called? This phenomenon is called electromagnetic induction. And for electromagnetic induction to take place, the magnetic field linked with the conductor or coil should change. For this, either the magnet should be in motion, or the conductor or the coil can be in motion, or else both can be in motion. Okay, but there should be relative motion between the two. Okay, there should be relative motion between the conductor and the magnet. Then only electromagnetic induction will take place. Otherwise, electromagnetic induction will not take place. Okay.